My child, my beloved, before you take your next breath, something is moving toward you with a speed that heaven itself did not expect. And Archangel Michael is screaming your name because the window is opening, and it will not stay open for long. My beloved, pay close attention. Your ancestral line's strange vibration has grown stronger over the last few hours. It is not a warning. It really is an activation, and it holds the key, the exact key to your romantic alignment and financial destiny. Do this in your heart, my child, before I go on. You will be shocked by this message if you are not ready for it. I can't wait to read what heaven has in store for me. My beloved, please sign up right now. Keep in touch. Heaven wants to tell you things that most people don't hear until they die, so stay in line. Don't let this link fall through, not now. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. Please know that each seed you plant will grow into a torch that lights the way for someone else. You can move heaven with your willing voice, but it grows with kind hearts. This is what I say to you now. Your gifts are like living water that flows into the life of someone who needs to be healed. The verse, "Give and it will be given to you," is not just about Jesus. This promise will affect your future. I'd like to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Do not enter this moment without a plan, without being honest, and without hope. The cash you give today is not a gift. The spiritual obedience that makes your heavens open is what makes them open. Give up your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Something wished you wouldn't look. You did, though. Heaven was upset that you were late. Now I want you to do something that will make God's favor come into your life. Press the like button right away. Pressing that one button isn't just pressing a button. It's a sign from God. You are telling heaven that you are ready to hear this message this way. In the spiritual world, every like is a yes to God's favor coming into your life. As you click like, picture God's blessings all over your money, relationships, and breakthrough. Let your like set off what heaven has been waiting to release. What has been hidden in your life, my beloved? Your problems, delays, and heart aches were not for lack of luck. They meant that something from your family was trying to show up through you. You are finally getting a message tonight that was tried to be passed down through your family tree decades ago. No matter if you saw or sent your last message, It started a spiritual chain reaction. Heaven saw it all happen, my child. It was then time to start counting down. It takes 11 minutes, not 10 or 12 minutes. Pay attention, my love. 2 secrets are hidden in this message from a tree. There's one about love and one about money. In your fate, you are about to meet both of them. If you knew what was written in the book of your life, for the next few weeks, my child, you would fall to your knees. There is a breakthrough coming your way that looks like a breakdown. It's a blessing wrapped in fire. This ancestral message was meant to arrive first every time your heart felt confused, your money went missing, or love walked toward you but didn't stay. What you believe in romantically is starting to change, my beloved. Someone who thought they were gone is still there, my child. They are being pulled back to you by something or someone stronger than their fear, pride, or reason. There is no chance here, my love. Archangel Michael says, this is called recalibration. 2 destinies are being moved. Someone is changing the way their heart works. Someone is changing their path to come toward you. Please understand that, my child, your money, the rise, the miracles, and the unexpected money were all delayed because you had not yet received one instruction. It is coming soon, this very moment, my beloved, in these very words. You are at the threshold of the version of yourself that your ancestors prayed for, and Archangel Michael screams, the one they cried out for, the one they begged God to send into the world. A generational curse is about to break open. My child, a blessing for future generations is emerging, and you, my beloved, are the chosen vessel. The spiritual world has been trying to keep something in your energy safe. Some people tried to hurt it out of jealousy, doubt, or bad intentions. Heaven reclaims it today, though. My child, if you feel warm or your heart is beating differently right now, it means that Archangel Michael is close by and carrying the message that your ancestors sealed with their last breath. This message is not kind, my beloved. This is not a soft message. This message isn't meant to make you feel good. This message is meant to wake you up, my child. You are about to learn something that will change the way you think about the past. Something that changes the way you are going to live your life. Something that can open doors that no one can close. Your financial destiny is not arbitrary, my beloved. There was writing, and someone tried to mess with it. It wasn't magic or rituals, but doubt was put in your mind. Heaven saw that and stepped in to help. Your romantic alignment, my child, the person who is close to your heart and whose energy keeps coming back, even when distance tries to separate you. In this ancestral message, they play a role. My beloved, they were picked by your ancestors. Heaven is showing them the way, but you have to be awake to get what is coming. What I am about to tell you, my child, might shock you. It may be hard to believe, but this is the truth that heaven has been trying to tell us for years. After your last message, my beloved, your life felt very strange. That is because the spiritual world saw that you were finally ready to hear this one. Dear child, the countdown keeps going. 11 minutes, 10 seconds, 9. To my beloved, I will take you deeper, sentence by sentence, revelation by revelation, until you understand everything. Before I go on, my child, my beloved, please take a deep breath. What is coming next has been kept from you for years. A spiritual lock opened around your life the moment you decided not to ignore this message, says Archangel Michael. Your soul felt it, even if you couldn't hear it. All of a sudden, my beloved, each paragraph is a window. There is an activation on every line as this awakening grows inside you. As this awakening grows inside you, Know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Every word has the vibration that your ancestors begged God to give you before it was too late. Time is bending around your destiny right now. My child, an Archangel Michael is screaming at you. Now is the time to find your place in this window as your spiritual signature. Taman, in the comments right now, to say that you will not miss what heaven is letting out. In the spiritual realm, your amen is heard. It lets your ancestors and Archangel Michael know that you are awake, ready, and open to receiving. Before the window shifts, do it now. What used to take months will soon only take hours. What usually requires giving up something is about to come for free before anyone else saw. You prayed for this shift. Heaven says that there are two shadows behind your recent days. My beloved, one from your past and one from someone else's plan. They both thought they could stop your miracle, but they didn't know who was standing next to you. My child, you have an army behind you that you cannot see. People who loved you, lost loved ones, fought for you, and now rise for you. Today, one of them is stepping forward stronger than the others to finish a message they didn't get to while they were alive. My beloved, this ancestor gave you a gift that you never understood. A spiritual sense, divine intuition, or the power of knowing what will happen before it does. It was always there, that odd awareness, those sudden feelings, and those warnings that you cannot explain. It was them, my kid. They kept you going through times that should have broken you. They guarded you in silence, waiting for the precise year, month, and day. The exact 11-minute window is now open. My beloved, heaven says that this window will not open for a while. Archangel, my child, time is currently bending around your destiny, which is why Michael is screaming. What used to take months will soon only take hours. What usually requires giving up something is about to come for free. Before anyone else saw, you prayed for this shift. Heaven says that there are two shadows behind your recent days, my beloved. One from your past and one from someone else's plan. Both shadows thought they could make your miracle take longer, but they didn't know who is now standing next to you, my child. You have an army behind you that you cannot see. People who loved you, lost loved ones, fought for you, and now rise for you. Today, one of them is stepping forward stronger than the others to finish a message they didn't get to while they were alive. My beloved, this ancestor gave you a gift that you never understood, a spiritual sense, divine intuition, or the power of knowing what will happen before it does. It was always there, that odd awareness, those sudden feelings, and those warnings that you cannot explain. It was them, my kid. They kept you going through times that should have broken you. They guarded you in silence, waiting for the precise year, month, and day. The exact 11-minute window is now open. My beloved, heaven says that this window will not open for a while. That is why Archangel screaming is Michael. He is not screaming out of fear. He is screaming so you don't miss the revelation that is happening right in front of you as you read. The truth about your financial destiny, my child, is powerful. You were not supposed to struggle in the way that you do. A promise of abundance was made to your soul when it was born, but because someone in your bloodline broke a promise of thanks a long time ago, that promise was locked. This vow is finally being fixed through you, my beloved, so that is why money has been hard for you. Showing up, going away, stopping and beginning. It wasn't a bad sign, failure was not it. It had to do with unfinished spiritual business. When you opened this message, my child, your ancestors started to untangle the knots that were holding your prosperity back. One financial door has already opened in your favor, says Archangel Michael. My beloved, it has started even if you cannot see it yet. The second part of this message is even more powerful, so pay close attention. Your romantic alignment, a significant disturbance, has been felt in your connection by the person who is connected to your heart and carries your spiritual signature. Their soul knows what it means, but they don't. This individual is tied to your destiny, my child. They saw dreams in heaven in their heart. Heaven whispered your name. Heaven kept bringing their attention back to you. Still, something or someone made things confusing between you two. This is the truth, my beloved. You should know, says Archangel Michael. There was someone who said something bad about your love life out of fear or jealousy, a thought, a comment, or a wish that you wouldn't get the love that was meant for you. Okay, my child, this interference is over now. Someone who is meant to be in your heart is being spiritually redirected toward you, and your energy is being cleansed. No more than a few days from now, my beloved, you will see signs, messages, dreams, or movements that you didn't expect from this person. Their heart is beating faster. They feel more and more guilty. Their longing is becoming too much to bear. It is not coincidence, my child. All of this is spiritual alignment. This is divine timing making something that was supposed to happen later happen now. There is something else, my beloved. There is something that heaven wants you to hear right now. Your last message, whether it was sent, received, or ignored, sent a shockwave through your destiny. Parts of your future that were dormant were made awake. Love, money, protection, and purpose were all brought up. That was the spark. My child, you can call this message the explosion, my beloved Archangel. As you move into this new cycle, Michael says that blessings will not come your way. The door will be broken. However, only if you remain awake, aligned, and receptive. Your ancestors are standing in a circle around you right now, my child. The message they have been carrying for decades is finally being delivered, and one of them is crying tears of joy. Archangel Michael now tells me, my beloved, you are not running out of time. My child, you don't have much time left. What's coming is bigger than what went away. What is getting stronger is what was broken. What is being aligned is stronger than what was taken away from you, my beloved. Now let's go further. The emotional truth you weren't told and the money making chance that's coming up are both in what you're about to read. Next, my child, my beloved, I will tell you the most important part of the message that your ancestors kept secret. Archangel Michael kept this part a secret so that you wouldn't believe it if you heard it too soon. If you had heard it too late, my love, it would have broken you. Take some deep breaths. Don't worry, because the truth is coming at you in waves right now. Every wave has a part of your fate that was written in your name before you were born. Dear child, there is a reason why you have been feeling unstable lately. Something that didn't make your chest feel heavy. Even though everything seemed fine at first glance, you could feel the energy changing around you. It wasn't stress. There wasn't any creativity here. This was your soul getting ready for the message that was coming. My beloved, says Archangel Michael, in the last 3 nights, your dreams sent you signs that were meant to help you. But your awake mind couldn't figure them out. Because of this, heaven chose a louder way to speak today. Because of this, Archangel Michael is yelling. That's why your spirit was brought here without telling anyone. My child, you need to understand something about when your blessings will come. Heaven doesn't move late. Heaven moves when you're ready to take what comes your way. The people who came before you knew that. Archangel Michael knew this. God knew this. You finally get it now. You'll have the chance to make money that was meant to come up months ago. That person would have drained, blocked, or used you if they had been in your life when you were having a lot of good things happen. Archangel Michael either took them away, made them visible, or weakened the link so much that it broke. My child, you thought you were losing people, but heaven says you were losing things. Every exit in your life had the mark of God on it. The chance you're about to get, my beloved, has everything to do with growth on every level, in terms of money, feelings, and religion. You've never had a chance like this before. Your energy is no longer leaking out of the wrong connections, so it's coming now. Archangel Michael tells me that your dreams sent you messages that were meant to help you over the last 3 nights, but your conscious mind couldn't figure them out. Because of this, heaven chose a louder way to speak today. Because of this, Archangel Michael is yelling. That's why your spirit was brought here without telling anyone. My child, you need to understand something about when your blessings will come. Heaven doesn't move late. Heaven moves when you're ready to take what comes your way. The people who came before you knew that. Archangel Michael knew this. God knew this. You finally get it now. You'll have a chance to make money that was meant to come up months ago. My love, if that person had been in your life when you had plenty, they would have taken it away, blocked it, or used you. Archangel Michael either took them away, made them visible, or weakened the link so much that it broke. My child, you thought you were losing people, but heaven says you were losing things. Every exit in your life had the mark of God on it. The chance you're about to get, my beloved, is linked to growth on all levels, including spiritually, emotionally, and financially. You've never had a chance like this before. Your energy is no longer leaking out of the wrong connections, so it's coming now. My child, Archangel Michael wants you to fully grasp this. It hasn't stopped your money. It is being changed routes. Something that is better than what you asked for is coming together. It should be something that fits your work, your heart, your growth, and your destiny. Now, my beloved, let's get to the bottom of your relationship. What it says is the most important part of heaven. Someone has been antsy close to your heart. They can tell you're leaving. People around you can feel the spiritual shift. Your fate is drawing a better version of yourself toward you. They are scared by this. They tried to hide how they felt, but God would not let them. They tried to pay attention to something else, but your energy kept pulling them back. They tried not to change, but they did. It was your last message, your last pause. and your last emotional change that made them realize they were losing something irreplaceable. Archangel Michael tells you that this person's soul is speaking louder than their words. This is your ancestor speaking to you right now. Even if they haven't told you everything yet, their heart is already telling you how they feel. Your pain, your fear, and your memories are all older than this link. That's why, my child, you can feel them from far away. That's why their feelings hit you for no reason. Because of this, you can guess what they think before they speak. Your souls have a history that goes beyond this life, my beloved. There is something else, though, that no one else knows. Someone recently saw or heard something about you that changed how they felt about you. It could have been a message, a conversation, a memory, or a realization, my child. They didn't tell you, but it scared them. When they realized this, their heart was forced to line up with destiny. They are now being told what to do by heaven, not fear. Archangel Michael is making things clear between you and this person. He is clearing up any misunderstandings, stopping any spiritual interference, freeing up any emotional blocks, and leading them back to the connection that was meant to be between you. This isn't like any other love, my beloved. Your soul has agreed to love this person. My child, this love in your life is connected to your purpose. This love brings about blessings, safety, and growth. But there is also a warning here, and the Archangel Michael says we can't ignore it. Someone close to you or them said something bad about this connection. Something meant to split up what heaven joined. That one word could be a sign of envy, fear, or both. It worked for a while, but not now. Right now, but only for a short time, the window to fix, restore, and realign this connection is open. That's why my favorite Archangel Michael is yelling. This is your 11-minute spiritual doorway. After this window closes, the outcome changes in a big way. Did you do something right now that will make the anointing stronger in your life? This window is about to close. It's possible that someone you care about is waiting for their own 11-minute window to make progress. Send them this video. This message will have twice as much power in your life when you share it. Things will start to move faster toward the breakthrough you want. When you share, you can send more than just a video. You can also tell people about God. It's about letting heaven reach other people. Now click Share to send this to your friends, family, and social networks. When you tell someone else this truth, it will help you make your journey faster. You need to stay awake, my child. Don't close your door. Remember that your ancestors are still talking, so stay open. They have one more truth to tell you. An honest account of why the past few days have been strange, sad, or hard to guess. God's plan for you is about to come true. Don't forget that this message goes beyond you. Your new idea can help people get where they need to go. You are about to enter your divine future, but remember this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. By doing this, you are helping souls who are still trapped in darkness to awaken, be freed, and be healed. Jesus is not reciting poetry when he says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." Every seed you plant becomes oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. It's your turn now, child. Believe, and as you do, God will make what you let go of grow. Loved one, the energy you felt wasn't a fluke. In your time frame, it was the beginning of the miracle. Now that things have changed, your agreement is very important. In the comments, you need to write these exact words. My fate is opening up. I hope it unlocks. Or maybe someday is not a good phrase. Write it down. When you say these words, you allow the spiritual world to speed up what has been held up. Keep an eye out. Your ancestors can hear this. Archangel Michael, use your words right now to set your destiny in motion. The part of the message that tells you what's going to happen in the real world is being looked into more, my child. The most intense security is in place for the next part of the message from heaven. Archangel Michael says that something spiritually important has been changing behind the scenes of your physical reality for the past 7 days. Finally, your spirit is strong enough to hear it without being scared, confused, or trying to avoid your fate. It made you feel bad. It seemed to be in your energy. Little things changed, signs showed up, and you felt heavy and clear all at once. Even though you couldn't explain it, your soul knew what it was. Some people only have a few spiritual awakenings in their whole lives, and this one, my child, was the start of one. Ancestral power comes together, blessings that were blocked are released, and fate changes. You are going through it right now, my love. Now is the time to solidify your prophetic alignment. Right now is the time to join this channel if you haven't already. Follow the link and click the bell icon to make sure you don't miss when heaven speaks. It's not enough to just follow a channel to sign up for it. It's a promise from God. Your subscription activates a prophetic covering over your life, saying to God, I am staying connected to the voice of prophecy. I am lining up with divine timing. I will not miss what heaven is releasing to make sure you don't miss what God is about to do. Do it now. Your ancestors attempted to deliver this message for years, but were blocked by your environment, your relationships, your fears, your distractions, and your heartbreaks. According to Archangel Michael, they tried to get to you many times, but something always kept you away. Something drowned out their voice every time they whispered guidance. You heard them today, though. You found the message that was just for you today. Spiritual interference collapsed today. This is why Archangel Michael is screaming, my child, in the spiritual realm. This is why your name was called, because destiny is working in your favor and heaven cannot risk you missing this moment. There is a great deal of urgency. My beloved, please pay close attention. Your ancestors say that 3 hidden forces have had a bigger impact on your life than you realize. 1. A blessing that was given to your name, but never activated. The second is a love that was written for your soul, but was cut off. Third, a postponed financial elevation awaited a spiritual green light. There are 3 forces awakening today. Let's start by talking about the blessing, my child. It seemed like your soul had a spiritual inheritance that didn't match your physical reality for years. You thought you were meant for more purpose, clarity, abundance, and peace. but there was always a sense of incompleteness. What you felt wasn't your imagination, but it was memory, a memory of the blessing you had before your struggles started, my beloved. Something kept pulling you away every time they tried to reach you. Something drowned out their voice every time they whispered guidance. You heard them today, though. You found the message that was just for you today. Spiritual interference collapsed today. This is why Archangel Michael is screaming, my child, in the spiritual realm. This is why your name was called, because destiny is working in your favor and heaven cannot risk you missing this moment. There is a great deal of urgency. My beloved, please pay close attention. Your ancestors say that 3 hidden forces have had a bigger impact on your life than you realize. 1. A blessing that was given to your name, but never activated. The second is a love that was written for your soul, but was cut off. Third, a postponed financial elevation awaited a spiritual green light. There are 3 forces awakening today. Let's start by talking about the blessing, my child. It seemed like your soul had a spiritual inheritance that didn't match your physical reality for years. You thought you were meant for more purpose, clarity, abundance, and peace. But there was always a sense of incompleteness. What you felt wasn't your imagination, but it was memory. A memory of the blessing you had before your struggles started. This blessing is now moving into your current shift line, my beloved. Archangel Michael says it will start as a small sign, then as a confirmation, and finally as a huge breakthrough that comes out of nowhere and makes everyone happy. There is now a second force in your life, my child, love written for your soul. Not ordinary is this connection, not by chance. It cannot be changed. It is a soul thread, a deal you made with God before you were born that will guide your spiritual and emotional growth. This person holds the key to your peace. There is a key to their awakening that you carry. That is why you both couldn't really leave, even though things seemed to make it impossible at the time. My beloved, the thing that used to keep you two apart is falling apart. What was hidden will come to light. What was not clear will be made clear. Things that were lost will come back in a better form. This connection will open a part of you that has been closed for too long. A peace that your ancestors have been keeping secret until the right time. Your financial elevation is the third force, my child. It wasn't bad luck that you lost money. Your weights were not a punishment. It was not your fault that you struggled. The truth is told by Archangel Michael. During their lifetime, one of your ancestors experienced severe financial injustice. Although they died thinking they had won, their fight was not over spiritually. Opportunities, money, stability, and confidence were impacted in each generation by the unresolved energy from that wrongdoing that traveled down your bloodline. To break this cycle, my beloved, you are the one chosen to reclaim what was lost. You have been chosen to restore what was taken. You have been selected. Your financial elevation, therefore, starts right now. Not next week, not next year, but right now, my child. The truth about your last message, now comes the deepest part. Archangel Michael adds, the moment you sent or received your last message, a spiritual doorway cracked open. That message wasn't like the rest. It was full of energy. It had feeling in it. It held alignment. It woke up the message from the ancestors that had been sleeping. Every word you spoke, every emotion you felt, and every choice you made at that moment set off a spiritual chain reaction. Your family moved. Michael the Archangel stood up. When the stars lined up, fate changed. This is why you had different energy afterward. This is why your feelings got stronger or more clear. Here's why you knew something was real when it told you. Something is coming, my child. You could feel your future, my love. Archangel Michael says, the next phase of your destiny is already approaching. A message, a sign, a shift in energy, a surprise opportunity, the return of someone you didn't expect, or the reopening of a closed financial door in your favor. There is no chance in these events. The first ripples of the ancestral messages, full manifestation, are these. The part of the message where the exact nature of the blessing, the love, and the financial shift will be revealed to you, my child, is now approaching. The next few paragraphs will give you the clarity you have been waiting for. My child, my beloved, says Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael wants you to calm your heart before I tell you what is going to happen next. What is going to be said carries weight, the kind of weight that redirects the future itself, changes decisions, and rearranges emotions. My beloved, you have reached the part of the message where the hidden becomes exposed, the unseen becomes visible, and the confusion in your past starts to make sense. My child, there is a truth about your emotional life that you have avoided, not because you were weak, but because your soul knew that hearing it too soon would hurt your hope. Heaven protected your hope, which is a fragile thread. But now your hope is stronger. Your spirit is ready today. The truth will not break you today. It will set you free. My beloved, Archangel Michael says, there is something you need to know about the way people have treated you in the last few months. People pulled away, turned cold, did strange things, pretended they didn't care, and some did care too much, but hid it by being quiet. You thought their actions showed how valuable you were. It wasn't. It showed how scared they were. You are getting stronger spiritually, emotionally, and physically, my child. Some people felt the rise before you did. Some people liked it. Some people fought it. Some people were afraid they would not be able to reach you when your destiny opened. They were right. Heaven says you outgrew some people faster than you thought, my beloved. Some relationships broke down because of that. Some connections broke down, and some hearts broke without any reason. The answer was not no. That's what it was, my child. You were never supposed to bring everyone with you to the next part. Some people were part of getting ready, but not the reason for it. A few were lessons, not lessons for life. Some were just reflections, not partners. Not one person, not one soul, though was meant to leave your story at all. This person has felt the same spiritual shift that you did, my beloved. They might not be able to explain it logically, but they feel the pull. Their soul isn't calm. Their minds keep going back to you. Their feelings get stronger without warning. This person just had a moment of truth, says Archangel Michael. They had to face how strong their bond was with you, my child, because of something they saw, heard, or felt. This made them feel scared. A lot of people are afraid of love because they have never felt safe. People who have been left behind are afraid to make new friends. It wasn't because they were scared. Your spiritual, emotional, and physical energy is all rising, my child. Other people felt this rise before you did. A few people liked it. Some people fought back when your destiny opened. Some people were afraid they'd no longer be able to reach you. They were right. Heaven tells me that you grew up too fast with some people, my beloved. Because of this, some hearts broke, some relationships ended, and some connections suddenly broke off. It wasn't being rejected. It was a change of place. My child, you were never meant to take everyone with you into the next part of your life. Some people helped with the planning, but not with the actual goal. Some lessons weren't about life. None of them were partners. Some of them were just reflections. There was no one soul that was meant to leave your story at all. This person has felt the same spiritual change as you, my beloved. In their hearts, they feel the pull, even if they don't understand it. They can't settle down. They can't help but think about you again and again. Their feelings get worse. This person recently had a moment of truth. Something they saw, heard, or felt made them realize how deeply connected they are to you, my child. This realization scared them. Love scares people who have never known a safe place to land. Connection scares people who have been left behind. People who don't trust their own hearts are scared of destiny. But their soul keeps calling your name, even though they are scared. Dear loved one, your ancestors say that this link is still alive. It's not done yet. No one has forgotten about it. It's just getting ready for a fresh start. One that fits with the person you are becoming, not the person you were. Sweetheart, you deserve a love that sees you, loves you, stays with you, heals, doesn't hurt, and fills you up, not drains you. And that's why heaven was so protective of your love life. The next part of your relationship is connected to your purpose, your wealth, and your emotional growth. My beloved, now Archangel Michael tells you to think about your money again. Something will happen soon, a change, an opening, or a moment of realization that will seem almost too good to be true. You'll look at it and ask, why now? Why me? What's going on here so quickly? The answer is easy, my child. Because this blessing wasn't given to you until you were spiritually ready for it. For what's coming, you need to be mature. It takes discernment. You need to be emotionally strong. You need to have a calm heart. Everything that you lost, cried over, and thought about was getting you ready for this moment. My beloved, Archangel Michael says, your financial elevation will appear in one of three forms. An important message connected to money, unexpected opportunity, someone who can open a door that you cannot open on your own. It is not going to look forced. Nothing will look complicated. It is not going to look unstable. It is going to flow. The way it goes will feel guided because it is, my child. It will feel like destiny. It is extraordinary what your ancestors reveal. Your name is linked to wealth that was never given to you. Not physical inheritance, but rather energetic inheritance, spiritual inheritance, and destiny inheritance. This inheritance skipped past others in your bloodline because it was meant for someone with the emotional strength, intuition, and bloodline to use it correctly. My beloved, that person is you. We are now getting to the deepest part. The part that Archangel Michael says will shake the confusion out of your past and illuminate the truth that has been hiding in your story this entire time. The following sentences will explain why your last message set off destiny, why the spiritual world responded right away, and why your life began to shift right after that. There is more to this message than what has been said so far. My child and beloved, Archangel Michael says, this is the moment your spirit has been inching toward for years without realizing it. When the truth finally comes out from behind the scenes, dear loved one, your last message, the one you sent, received, read, or even didn't read, was not like the others. It had a powerful vibration that could wake up a dormant part of your destiny. Because of this, everything changed after that, even though you didn't know why. Heaven looks at your life through your energy, not what you do. You let go of energy you had been holding for a long time in your last message. It could be pain, forgiveness, acceptance, clarity, or the emotional truth. No matter what it was, It made a hole in the spiritual walls that were around you, and light came in through that crack. Alignment was done. Destiny came in. My beloved, that message changed the way you see spiritual things. Michael the Archangel says that's when heaven knew you were ready for the next thing. Before that moment, you were still getting better, remembering old hurts, fighting silent wars, and trying to figure out why your life seemed to have stopped. But the moment that message was sent, my child, your timeline became available. This is why your feelings changed all of a sudden. That's why your dreams were so strong. This is why your body felt like it had strange energy. That's why your heart felt a change before your mind could figure out what it was. You didn't make it up. Don't think about it too much. You didn't get it wrong. You could feel fate moving. The deeper truth is now being shown by my beloved Archangel Michael. Someone who was linked to your energy needed that message more than you knew. Somebody whose soul changed when they heard or felt your words. Someone who changed how they felt about you after that happening. A person who had fear, regret, longing, and clarity all at the same time. This is the person who holds the key to your love life, my child. When they felt your energy change through that message, it woke them up to a truth that had been sleeping. It's true that they can't get away from your connection. The truth is that life is different without you. Spiritually, they are being led back to something their heart has been trying to avoid. This is why they've been antsy. This is why they kept playing memories over and over. This is why they can feel you even when you're not near. This person has been getting signs about you, says my beloved Archangel Michael. Dreams, sudden thoughts, waves of emotion, and reminders that come out of the blue. They might not tell you, but heaven has been talking to them over and over. It's not a coincidence that you are connected. It is a deal. It is in line. It is fate that is woven through many lives. Now, my child, pay attention to what your ancestors have to say. Do not worry that you will lose what was written for you. Friends can die. You might lose your job. It's possible to lose a moment, but not what God put on your soul before you were born. Now, my beloved, let's go back to the way your money is going to be handled. Somebody whose soul changed when they heard or felt your words. Someone who changed how they felt about you after that happening. A person who had fear, regret, longing, and clarity all at the same time. This is the person whose love life is tied to yours. My child, when they felt your energy change through that message, it woke them up to a truth that had been sleeping. It's true that they can't get away from your connection. The truth is that life is different without you. Spiritually, they are being led back to something their heart has been trying to avoid. This is why they've been antsy. This is why they kept playing memories over and over. This is why they can feel you even when you're not near. My beloved Archangel Michael says, this person has been receiving signs about you, dreams, unexpected reminders, sudden thoughts, and emotional waves. They might not tell you, but heaven has been speaking repeatedly to them. It is not coincidence that you have made this connection. This is a contract. It is alignment. It is destiny woven through various lifetimes. Now, my child, pay attention to what your ancestors have to say. Fear losing what was written for you is unjust. You might lose a friend, lose a job is possible. It is possible to lose a moment, but you cannot lose what God tied to your soul before birth. Let's go back to your financial destiny, my beloved. Something very important is revealed by Archangel Michael. There is no struggle, effort, or exhaustion involved in your abundance. It is coming through alignment. You used to look for opportunities. Opportunities are now chasing you. You worked for stability in the past. Clarity will now lead to stability. You have tried to force doors in the past. From now on, doors will open themselves. My child, your spiritual foundation was not solid enough, which is why money felt unstable in your life for so long. Your heart was split. There was a leak in your energy. Your faith was worn out. Your feelings were hazy. You cannot build abundance on broken ground, so heaven rebuilt your ground in silence. You were isolated because of this, my beloved, why certain people drifted away, why some connections broke off, why some opportunities passed you by. It seemed like those endings were losses to you. They weren't. They looked like clearings. Heaven cannot plant a seed where weeds still exist. My child, your financial destiny is on its way to you now that your spirit is ready. Your ground is clean. Your heart is clearer and your destiny is aligned. To seal this prophetic promise in your life, I need you to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. This is your way of saying, God, I am grateful for every promise you have spoken over me. I am positioning myself to receive every prophetic word. Your subscription activates the angelic assignment over your life. It connects you to the continuous flow of revelation that heaven is releasing. Don't let this promise pass you by. Subscribe now and claim your place in God's prophetic plan. It will look small but carry enormous potential. My beloved, your ancestors whisper something powerful here. They tried to give this blessing to someone before you, but that person wasn't ready. And so the blessing waited year after year, generation after generation until it found you. The one who can carry it, the one who can protect it, the one who can rise with it. My child, you are the turning point of your bloodline. The rest of your family, past and future, benefits from the shift happening in your life right now. Archangel Michael says, this is not just about you. Everything that came before you needs to be healed, and everything that will come after you needs to be raised. Dear one, we are now entering the part where the specific emotional truth behind your recent problems will be shown. Why things went wrong, why people were acting weird, why your heart was heavy and your path went in a strange direction. This is what makes things clear. This is the part that clears things up. This part gets you ready for the miracle that's coming. Archangel Michael tells you to get your heart ready before I take you deeper. The truth you're about to hear isn't nice, but it will set you free. It won't hurt you. It will set you free. It won't make sense to you. It will make clear what years of couldn't. My beloved, you've been thinking about things that you haven't said out loud. You want to know why some people behaved badly toward you. Want to know why good things went away. You didn't understand why your path took the turns it did. Want to know why your heart felt heavy, even though nothing was wrong. Heaven has seen how hard it is for you to deal with these unanswered truths, and now the answers are finally coming out. Archangel Michael wants you to understand something very important, my child. First, your pain wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a punishment that you were confused. You didn't fail because you were late. Everything you went through was meant to correct, redirect, cleanse, and prepare you spiritually. Heaven tells me that many of the hard things that happened to you were not meant to happen. They were feelings, wounds, and burdens that were passed down through your family tree. Things that didn't belong to your life made you feel them. Feelings that weren't your own weighed you down. You fought wars that started before you were even born. The spiritual world picked you, because you are strong enough to end those battles that your ancestors couldn't. Right now is the time to accept. When you stop asking questions and start getting answers, trust yourself and type this in the comments. I get all the good things, not just a few good things. Each blessing is written just for you. All the good things your ancestors prayed for. Every good thing that heaven has been holding. It's time to write it now. Feel the change as heaven lets what's been waiting for you come out. Dear child, please stay with me until the end. This is the reason why your life has been heavier than most. That's why you've always been smarter, more sensitive, and more intuitive. That's why your heart hurts so much but loves even more. My beloved, you are the spiritual center of your family tree. Now I'll read the part of the message that explains why you've been feeling bad lately. There is someone near you or who used to be important in your life who is hurting, jealous, or afraid of you behind your back. They didn't say it. They never said they did it. Their energy came into your life in waves, my child, but they never made it clear. Your spirit knew every time they didn't believe in you. Your progress slowed down every time they felt bad for you. Every time they said something bad, your heart felt heavy for no reason. Archangel Michael says, this person's energy interfered with your emotional clarity, which is why your recent days felt unpredictable, heavy, or emotionally draining, my beloved. But here is the truth that God wants you to take in. Your destiny is no longer in their hands. This person is no longer able to change your path. The energy of this person no longer throws off your alignment. Before they could physically block your blessing, Archangel Michael took them away spiritually. I want to help you understand the real reason behind your heartbreaks, my child. There were times when you received pain in return for your love. There were times when someone broke your trust. There were times when you expected loyalty, but received none. When someone left you without giving a reason after you opened your heart, you thought these times were failures. But God saw them as chances to save people. You were being watched over, my beloved. Someone close to you, or who used to be important in your life, is filled with pain, jealousy, or insecurity toward you. They didn't say it. They never said they did it. They never made it clear. However, my child, their energy sent waves into your life. Your spirit knew every time they didn't believe in you. Your progress slowed down every time they felt bad for you. Every time they said something bad, your heart felt heavy for no reason. This person's energy interfered with your emotional clarity, which is why your recent days felt unpredictable, heavy, or emotionally draining, says Archangel Michael, my beloved. But here is the truth that God wants you to take in. Your destiny is no longer in their hands. This person is no longer able to change your path. The energy of this person no longer throws off your alignment. Before they could physically block your blessing, Archangel Michael took them away spiritually. I want to help you understand the real reason behind your heartbreaks, my child. There were times when you received pain in return for your love. There were times when someone broke your trust. There were times when you expected loyalty, but received none. When someone left you without giving a reason after you opened your heart, you thought these times were failures, but God saw them as chances to save people. You were being watched over, my beloved, safe from those who would have taken your destiny hostage. Safe from love that might have taken your attention away from your purpose. Safe from relationships that would have drained the abundance that is now available to you. Some losses turn out to be blessings in disguise. God steps in at times to make endings happen. Your heart breaking wasn't a punishment. According to Archangel Michael, it was a turn towards someone who fits your soul, not away from being alone. My child, the person whose energy pulls you without giving a reason, and with whom your heart is spiritually aligned, also felt the separation very deeply. But they didn't tell you this truth. They didn't feel prepared. They didn't feel like it was enough. They were scared by how deep you were. They thought they didn't deserve your love. They were afraid of making you unhappy. They pulled away instead of speaking. They didn't explain, they hid. They let go too soon instead of holding on. But heaven didn't cut off your connection. My beloved, this person is being awakened spiritually. Their soul is getting better. The steps they were taking are now going toward you. They are getting prepared to build something stronger than what they had before. Not to repeat the mistakes of the past. A sign from them will appear sooner than you think, according to Archangel Michael. Listen up, child. The next part is very important when it comes to your destiny. Your energy field has grown over the last few days. This expansion put a glow around your future that spiritually brought you new opportunities before they show up in the real world. This is why you have been feeling a sudden shift in intuition, a strange sense of anticipation, moments of emotional release, unexplainable calmness, or unexpected heaviness. These are signs that the timeline is getting better. You are not on the same spiritual path you were on last week. My beloved, you were pulled into a higher frequency by the message you opened today. In this frequency, blessings move faster, clarity comes more easily, and destiny opens wider. Heaven says that the time for your breakthrough has come. Things that had been stuck for years start to move quickly during this rare time. My child, the next part I'm going to show you has specific signs you will see when your spiritual breakthrough becomes physical reality. There are signs about your love life, your money, and your emotional healing. This message is over, but your breakthrough is just getting started. I want you to do one last act of faith before you leave. This will seal everything you have received today. Send this video to other people. Send it to someone who needs to hear that their door is about to open. Send it in a message or share it on social media. Let it reach anyone God puts on your heart. You activate a breakthrough anointing for yourself as well as for them when you share this prophetic word. Your sharing positions you for double in your own life. Just as Elisha received a double portion when he stayed with Elijah, your money will double. Your love will grow bigger. You will have twice as much peace. Share this right now and see how heaven reacts to your obedience. Like, subscribe, and share, and proceed in peace knowing that your 11-minute window is open and your destiny is shifting. My beloved, may God bless you. The ancestors are happy. This is what Archangel Michael sees. Now is the time for your breakthrough. Amen. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He is extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you will not just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.